Hey, well, great after morning. This is Dr. John L. Mack, your self-publishing strategist. And, as I've just been sitting up here in the lab trying to figure out what the next best step is for my clients, these amazing, aspiring authors that have something to say, and they want to say it, and they want to say it to the correct people. And so the issue that I think that all too many of us face is that we're saying the right thing to the wrong person. And that could be a pretty daunting or difficult deal to deal with. Because in essence, you're pouring out your soul. You're sharing everything that you know and everything that they need to know, but you're talking to the wrong they. And that's when I really think about it, that is the number one issue that as a self-publishing strategist, I'm trying to impart to my potential clients. And that's the number one resistance area that they have. They don't they most clients think that their message is for everybody. Let's just be honest. This book is for everybody. When they read it, everybody's going to be amazed. Everybody's going to be astounded. Everybody is going to change, to be transformed, and become the best version of themselves. I've learned over time that when you write it for everybody, that means that you're pleasing all the little constituencies. You're pleasing everybody. You're attempting to please everybody to make sure that this person has their little plank in and that person have their little plank in. And it becomes a political football where, yeah, I've got one plank satisfied, but I want the rest of it as well. And so now people are saying, well, Dad gum, you kind of like you gave me a diluted message because there's something for everybody. But when you are myopic, when you just focused on the niche that you're trying to get rich or the niche that you're trying to help get out the ditch, then it becomes a very, very direct and purposeful project and product. Guys, I'm looking at moving forward toward the victory. And this morning, as I woke up and I went through my exercise, my morning routine, and parenthetically, let me just stop and just say this. If you haven't developed a morning routine, you're missing out on the thing that's going to shape you and make you and strengthen you and discipline you for the success that you're seeking in life. And when you find it without this morning routine, without a disciplined, structured program in your life, you're going to find that when you find success, that it can dissipate real quickly because you don't have a foundation. You don't have anything to build on. So that morning routine. I have about a 15-minute routine that consists of movement, exercise, mindfulness, prayer, and a 7 step daily workout routine that exhausts me every time. But I've developed the fortitude and the push and the resilience to do it every morning at around 6 o'clock. So that consistency that I've employed for the last probably 2.5 years of my life, number one, has strengthened my core. People look at me and they're just amazed that at 70 years old, I've got a flat stomach. I'm pretty solid. I'm pretty stern. My everything is just operating at an optimal level. I feel in better shape and have better mobility and better flexibility than I did when I was 40 because I was into a sedentary life where I was, you know, eating at my desk and just rushed and stressed and not taking time to go to the gym or to eat right. I was just eating when I got a chance. And now I'm consciously eating at specific periods of time. I've cleaned up my diet where I don't have the red meat, the fried food, the pork, all of these things that are contributing to a negative lifestyle, especially for an African American male. Certain fats and certain foods contribute to diabetes and other health issues that have almost become specific and germane to certain ethnic groups. So I'm looking at being conscious of all of that. And in the midst of all that, I'm saying, hey, it's time to look forward to the future. So if we're talking about becoming that uh, that uh, that intellectual property specialist or manager, where you've got intellectual property that you've got positioned and postured in such a way that it gives specific results. Hey, I'm telling you, that's huge because intellectual property, that's from the mind, stuff that you came up with, thought that you came up with. So between books, courses, classes, curriculum, keynote speeches, entrepreneurial, all of this is your intellectual property. And there are rights. You have there's copyrights and there's trademarks and there's all sorts of protections on the product that comes from your thought, that intellectual property. So we're into intellectual property management. And the key is, this is the deal, guys. Most people came to me and they said, Dr. Mack, I've got this fantastic idea. And as I said earlier, everybody, it's for everybody. When I get them off of that ledge and get them back into reality, and they realize, hey, okay, I've got something to say, but I want to say it to the audience that's going to give me the greatest return for investing my time into sharing it with them. So they're going to purchase my book. They're going to book me to speak. They're going to attend my courses, classes. They're going to take advantage of my curriculum. They're going to listen to my keynote speech. All of that, that's the audience that I'm seeking. So I have to position and posture myself to get in front of that audience. So writing the book, most people think, oh, I wrote the book. Kevin Costner lied to you guys. He said, you build it, they will come. You write it, they ain't gonna come. I said, they ain't gonna come unless you make them aware that it's someplace that they need to be at. Now, the PB4X formula that as you see up in the corner, the PB4X, that was a book I wrote in 2021. And in it, I described that there's 4 quadrants. There's the published book, and that's where most people get stuck at, and they think it's impossible to accomplish, and they think this is the most foreboding thing that they've ever dealt with in life, and so they never get it complete, or they get it done and don't know what their next step is. How do I publish it? How do I market it? How do I announce it? How do I put it into the ecosystem so people can take advantage of it? And that's the second part. The published book is the first part in the PB4X formula. The second PB is a polished brand. You need to polish that brand. So when they come to social media, when they look up your name, when they look up Dr. John L. Mack, what are they going to find? Are they going to find some disjointed, crazy ecosystem that doesn't work and that it's outdated and these domains don't work anymore? Or are they going to find a solid, professional, easy to implement individual entity? Actually, not even an individual any longer, an entity, a ecosystem where they're able to go in and purchase your book, buy your book, book you to speak, or take advantage of any of the things that you offer from an intellectual perspective. Now we use StanStore. But there's any number of different, from Kajabi to ConvertKit. Just so many different avenues where you're able to take your intellectual property and make it available to the general public, and then be able to promote that intellectual property. And we're working on something right now in the background that's going to be so amazing, so author-centric, so focused on the author entrepreneur, that you're going to say, wow, why didn't I think of that earlier? Because there are some things that will help to accelerate the author's offering. And so the third PB in that PB4X formula is a proven blueprint. What's the blueprint that's already working? What is it? StanStore? Is it Kajabi? Is it what is the most effective way for you to get your intellectual property into the hands of the people that you have created it for? So that's what we're talking about, looking forward to the future. Because when we look at the past is over. It's done with. We can't change it. All we can do is reflect on it. Now, we can learn from it, but we can't change it. So let's learn from it. Let's move forward. Let's look forward to moving forward so that once we move forward from the now to the next, the then that's already happened can't be changed. But the now, we can operate in the now so that the next is exactly what we want it to be. And that's why we create the PB4X formula, because the last PB is a profitable business. When you have the right blueprint, you're using the right business plan, using the right tools, AI, positioning yourself, posturing yourself. When you have a polished brand, when people can look at it and say, man, that makes sense, that resonates with me, and you have a published book where you can walk out there as the credible authority, now you're able to take advantage of our Boost blueprint. Oh, I got it coming at you. The Boost blueprint says this, that your book, because it all starts with that published book. There's people out there that tell you that it's not. The book gives you credibility, especially if you haven't been out there and you haven't positioned yourself and postured. The book makes you somebody that they can reference. Well, he wrote the book on the subject. He's a subject matter expert. So don't miss out on the book. And those that don't have one, I tell you, they don't need one because they haven't got one. But when they get one, they're going to be pushing, man, everybody need a book. But I'm telling you up front, you need a book. So with this book, now the OO in Boost stands for optimized offer or optimized outcome, because you're selling outcomes, you're selling solutions. So when you say this book will give you the framework and the methodology to be able to achieve this solution, this is the optimized outcome that we want you to have as a result of reading this book and taking advantage of this offer. And finally, after you get those components in, the ST is your signature talk. Now, we work with our clients to do this. Every book needs to be leveraged into an optimized offer and an optimized outcome. But also, every book needs within it a multiple sequence of signature talk. So there's a 15-minute talk on the book. There's a half hour, an hour, 45 minutes, 90 minutes. There's a 2 hour. There's as long, but it's the same signature talk, either expanded or condensed so that it fits the audience need. That's powerful. So when we take that boost and we put your book out there, we present an optimized offer. When they see that offer, they're saying, now that's something I need to take advantage of. That offer gives me a chance to advance. That offer is what's going to help me to go to my next, and that's important. So now, when the offer is made and taken advantage of, your signature talk is automatically weaved into the presentation of that optimized offer. Whether it's a 15-minute, this is a overview of what we do, or an hour, 2 hour, or a 2-day, or a week-long explanation and exploration of the topic and subject matter. Hey guys, I could talk all day. This is Dr. John L. Mack. I'm the one that makes the paper stack. And this morning, I wanted to tell you that you can stack your paper in multiple ways. But when you understand the Boost program, the PB4X, when you understand the Get Published, all of this, it seemed like it was at one point it was disjointed. As a matter of fact, my coach told me, Dr. Mack, you're all over the place. 1 week you got this, the next week you got that. Settle down. Well, dadgummit, I saw something larger than just that one piece. And over the last several years, I've been knitting all of these pieces together. So GPS, in conjunction with the Author Plus University, is offering the Plus mindset, which is publish, launch, upsell, scale, along with the Boost blueprint, which allows you to have that book, optimized offer, and signature talk, with BCO, which is book, course, offer. All of it is engineered and intertwined together so that we get the results that you're looking for. So when you step out there in the marketplace, people are appreciative of the fact that you know what you're doing and you're doing what you know. Hey, this is Dr. John L. Mack, and I will be back to help you stay on track with your self-publishing attack. Have an awesome rest